Hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
We did not plan to sort of do weird artsy looks this
We
evening.
definitely didn't. We have not talked to each other at all today,
No.
and I just want this to be um in my testimony later on when I say that the government is listening to me, because I'm sure
Ah,
that
just and
there's
for
brain
me,
chips in our
I
heads
need
that
everybody to sort of suspend reality for this evening and just pretend that I am a floating face.
oh, uh, imagination's required. Got it.
Yes. And I'm can't,
Got it.
I have pinned a piece of material around me to hide my just go
I
with it. Just
I
go with
say
it.
little Edie had a little experiment today, and,
Oh,
she's doing
that's
quite well. See that her medications are working. Um, but I'm here in the same boat, and I thought, you know, it didn't I didn't have a plan. I just had, like, some sort of a vision in my head. You know how this goes, and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is how it's turning out. Yep. So this is
I'm
where
not
I'm
mad
at,
at it. It
guys."
reminds me of the sort of the cowboy look that I did a couple seasons ago
Oh, maybe I should
with
go back
the
and look,
like the
and
cyberpunk kind of black
let
and
me go
white.
back and look.
Like that kind of yes,
I
yes.
was in
I'm here for it.
Texas, so maybe it was the food. Maybe it was the punch. Maybe it
Mm-hmm.
was the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think it was the latter. I think it was the latter. um, welcome to your Wednesday night conversation. Um, this is live with Fifi and Freddie. If you've stumbled upon us, I apologize. This is what happens here. To those folks that comment on our stuff later, like what the fuck? Yes, absolutely that.
You're
You're welcome.
welcome. We
Hmm.
this is we are artists. We are
Hmm.
creatives.
We're
Also,
artistas de
real quick, I
television.
would like to apologize if I sound stuffy, if my nose is like gonna. I have been outside, like working in the
Oh no!
yard, basically since we got back.
Oh
So
no!
it's been like several days worth of breathing in
No!
like dirt and things. So I'm very like it's awesome. Like
Ew,
so,
that's
yeah.
gross.
So I apologize if I'm kind of sniffly.
Um, wow. Freddie Prince Charming, everybody. With the imaginary floating face. Uh-huh.
Just go with it.
Hmm. Anyhow, today we have a packed show um, for you. It's basically like us talking about our trip. We took separate trips, mine
I
quite
know
different.
Felicia didn't want to come to Disneyland with us. Instead, she went to
That was not the
Texas.
case. That was not the case. Technically, I was working, so and then Freddie went to Disney. So let's talk about Disney park survival tips, right? Um, I don't have any survival tips for Texas. Travel in pairs. Know your friends.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, headlines and more. But before we get started, I like for I thought about this because Spotify did it. It's like they're turning 20 um thing, and of course my top artist is who other than
Eh,
Mariah Carey. But
Shocker.
summertime albums. I keep
Ooh.
seeing this question, like people are getting their playlist together, and I'm like, "Ooh, I want to know some of like people's summertime albums that are like their go-tos." Um,
I don't know if I have like a go-to summertime album. I think one of the ones like I think probably a key one that reminds me of like school ending and like rolling into summer would be uh TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool.
oh wow. Mm.
Mm. Taking it old school.
I don't want to be typical, but you know, we'll at summertime. You but also there are other albums. I had
Are
one.
there?
No, of Will Smith. Yeah, so there are other albums if you dare listen. Um, but I feel like mine is like a TLC thing too because one summer, was it a summer or maybe we got the album in the summer. Um, but when they came out with Fan Mail after, was it before she died? Before Left Eye died.
Mm.
Because that was the first TLC album that my sister and I owned
Mm.
jointly. Uh, all the other ones were like my parents' CDs, and so like this was like the first one we owned, and we played that album out like crazy. Like, oops, like you started to see scratches on it because we played it so much.
Oh my god.
Now you can just stream everything without worrying about bumping into the stereo.
Right? Like it's so weird sometimes when like if you're listening to something that's streaming and it sort of starts skipping and you're like,
I'm like, what
what?
the fuck? I pay all this money for this.
Right? And the CD still
And,
skips. What the fuck?
yeah. Well, people don't pay anything for us and we still skip. So
Fair.
there's that.
Fair.
Mm.
Fair.
Our podcast is largely supported by our Patreon community. You too can join our Patreon community and support us like Brandon, Bill, Cassandra, Chris, and Michelle, D, Drake Jensen, and Michael, Casey Starr, Carrie and Corey, Joan, Laura, Madam Askew, and the Grand Arbiter, Nicole, Patricia Mason, and Shannon. And you can do that on patreon.com/live with Fefe and Freddy.
So
And
for our patrons, I haven't done this yet, but I did remember to bring my GoPro to Disneyland, and I did actually remember to take video, and I haven't pulled that video off of my GoPro yet, but I will. And there's some fun bits on there of like of us on like the Big Thunder Railroad and a few other
oh, you actually
things.
got
So
on something.
the only things that I really can't go on are things that like spin and go upside down.
Oh,
So like
so you
the
couldn't go
Big
on the
Thunder
Incredibles, right?
Railroad, no.
That's so fun.
That teacups, I can't do Hyperspace Mountain because it's too
Is
close.
it
There's
this?
too like this doesn't bother me too much if there's enough sort of space around. Like I have no problem with like Indiana Jones.
Oh.
But it's yeah.
Is it a
So
spatial thing?
it can be. Like I can't do 3D rides when the things are like this close plus it's throwing you
Oh,
around. I'm like that makes me nauseous. So eh,
fair,
but
fair.
otherwise I go on lots of stuff.
Okay, okay, okay. Just making sure. Just checking. I saw you looking for roller coaster buddies, and
That's the thing is that we need people to go with us because I would roller coaster buddies for my partner and I need somebody that's going to go on It's a Small World with me.
oh, Scott would probably go on It's a Small World with you. I probably.
Why? Why does everybody hate It's Such a Small World? It's cultural. Whatever. Should it?
Okay. Anyhow, smashed under this
fucking hair somewhere and I
hat
can't find it. It's bothering me.
is a Wigs of a Kind wig, circa I don't know.
I am not wearing a Wigs of a Kind wig this evening because I had to paint my head black.
Oh, for the visual effect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Got it. cute. But you can support Wigs of a Kind by getting a Wigs of a Kind wig from Marissa, who is also in Texas.
Yes,
That
she
would have been
is.
cute. But she was in the middle of things this weekend, so that would
Yeah.
not. Yeah. Um, you can message us and give us all your money because I know that you have tons of it and just want to give it to us.
I'll take it. I got stuff to pay for.
Mhm. Just go ahead and send us thousands of dollars, please. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Should I go first, or
Yeah, I'll let you go first. I
because
think
you
I have
got like a
more.
lot of heavy lifting to do?
I got stuff. So go ahead. You can go first.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's cute. Let's see. Hmm. When did we leave? I don't remember when our last
Uh,
episode
so
was.
not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before was
Oh,
our last. So the oh god, I have to look at the calendar.
it's okay. I'm looking at the calendar now.
So the
Okay.
29th was our last show. So we were both out of town on the 6th.
Yeah. So, Freddie went to Disneyland and I went the opposite way. I went to Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Um, but I was in Fort Worth stockyards, which I didn't realize was completely different.
Hmm.
Um,
Sounds
it's
like a
like a
gay
little. It's
bar.
I almost want to. It could be. Um, the way I was.
Yeah.
But definitely cowboys. But I guess there's like some historic bits and pieces there.
Hmm.
Definitely saw a lot of like longhorn. No play on words, but longhorns there. They had a thing that happened at 11 and 4, I think, that the Longhorns come walking down the street. They even
Huh.
block off the street, and they talk about the historical reasons why. Ask me why. I don't remember. You probably know better than
You.
me right now. Um, uh, you know, and then like it just seemed like it was really a tourist destination,
Mm.
basically. And I went there as part of like the um, photography clan, me being the clan um, of this corporate event. And so then also the rodeo was in town, PBR was in town. So, um, and they do not play. Everything had branding of the PBR everywhere, the hotel, the anywhere we went.
God.
Um, I enjoyed that, but I did not go to the rodeo because I think it was gonna start when we were leaving. Um, but, uh, the thing to know and the thing that I took away is that food is great in Texas. Even some of the, like, other places that you're like, maybe it won't be that good." Those are probably the best.
Hmm.
Um And though we had like the hotel, are you ever shady about like the restaurants that are on top of the hotel that you're like,
Yeah,
oh, this can't be real food?
yeah, sometimes I'm like, it depends on the hotel.
This was a Marriott, so I
Mm,
kind of was like, okay, I'll try. And it was delicious,
mm,
expensive.
mm.
Uh, it was like
Anything on
really,
top of a hotel is going to be expensive.
yeah.
Like the higher up the restaurant, the higher the prices.
Yes, it definitely was that, and but it was delicious, because you know how, like, it could be expensive and then nasty.
Hmm.
Ugh. Hate that. But anywhere we went, the food was delicious. Let's see. Cowboys everywhere. I've never seen such tight pants. That is all I will say. Mhm.
Yeah, I do love me
Um,
a cowboy.
mhm. I was like, "What is going on here?" I think I might have to come back and visit. Mhm. A lot of historic, so if you look it up, Fort Worth stockyards,
Mhm.
um, I did look up, like, um okay, so the thing about the stockyards is, like, CVS, 15 minutes a while away. Um, where else were we trying to go? There was something else. It was, like, 15 miles away.
Oh, Jesus.
"No, it's okay, thanks." So I'm glad I
Well,
had everything that I needed because that would have sucked balls if I had to go out of town. Um,
yeah.
I didn't have a problem traveling except for, you know me, I travel light but heavy because I think of everything that I might need and try to shove it
Right.
into a small bag. Um, I managed to do everything carry on, so no checked luggage.
Good for
And then
you.
we got to the airport and I'm the person that's like, I'm gonna put everything together. I'm gonna know where everything is. You know how I am. Um,
Mhm.
and then we get to the airport and I'm like, I can't find my ID.
Oh, shit.
So we're standing there and I'm sweating. And I'm like, okay, this is not good. So I couldn't find it, but it was like tucked in, damn you woman wallets. Like the pocket had like, like the little flap inside, and it was sitting inside the flap. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. So s- that was good. On the way there, we scanned tickets on the phone
Mhm.
together. No problem. This is where I'm going. Is TSA is lovely until they're not.
Right.
Um, funny thing is, Scott got uh, patted down both times because first time he forgot to take out his wallet. Second time he forgot to take off his belt. Second thing was on the way back, we're doing the same thing. I have the boarding passes on my phone, and this TSA guy keeps speaking at me. That's the way
Yeah.
it felt. Um, and not to say that this had anything to do with it, but he was a white gentleman and just saying your boarding passes must be separate. And I'm like,
What? Since when? That's not a
yeah.
thing.
And so
Mm.
he's saying it over and over. And I'm like, okay, well, they're both on my phone. I'm not going back downstairs or wherever I came from to go get a boarding pass and get out of this line because the rest of my party is right here.
Right.
Anyway, so then I wrote about this on Patreon because out of the blue comes another TSA agent,
Oh, God.
sassy black woman, um, and said, "Why would they need separate passes? They're together." And he
Right.
goes, "Separate passes only." And I'm like, "Okay,
Since
I want to
when?
hear what."
That's not a fucking thing. That's bullshit. No.
And then so she goes, "Well, would you tell your wife to get in a separate line if she had both of your passes?" She goes, "No, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that to your wife, and you wouldn't do that to them." And so uh, you never know. Your
Mm.
allies are out there. Um, she was like, "No, no, no, no," and I'm like, "Yeah, I traveled here with. Why would I?"
Right. It's like, I
And I'm
hate
like,
that
"If
shit.
I had my kids, I'm not gonna travel
Right, you're gonna
and
what are
say
you gonna
you."
put them all what, you're gonna get the kids' phones so that they can have their own separate, like, boarding pass? No, that is bullshit, that is the biggest bunch of horse shit ever.
And
That's
so I
not a
did look
thing.
it up. I did look it up. It is not a rule.
No.
It's not illegal to have your whole party on your one phone or device. Um, they do say, like, if you get separated, it is handy to have, your boarding pass on you, but, other than that, no.
I mean, like the couple of times that like we've flown, we've had like we've each had the app for whatever. So we both have our boarding passes, but it's like most of the time we just pull up both of them because why? And also my partner says I look like a gremlin in a cloak. Whatever. I fucking
Oh my god, your family is so supportive. Um,
God.
oh boy.
It's
Oh,
fine.
I didn't see Jesse's
Yeah.
comment.
Jesse, you
Peter
should look at
Pan
my
ride.
pictures. It makes more sense with the pictures. I don't just look like some weird thing in a hood. It promise it makes sense in the context. You just have to go look at my pictures. And I actually like the Peter Pan ride, but we didn't go on the Peter Pan ride this time.
You didn't?
No, I wanted to. My goal was to hit like all the rides, but we didn't do that. So, but
You
we did
haven't
get on a
flown
couple that we
married.
hadn't done. So, this is why we need more Disney buddies so that if need be, I can be like, okay, you go do the things over there, and I'm going to go do the things over here with these people. So,
Wait, I didn't see your arms forever, and you look even shorter. Is this spousal abuse?
it's fine.
Oh my. Um,
It's
somebody
fine.
dropped their phone, it sounded like.
Oops.
But wow, support over there. It's okay. I'm sure if my
Oh,
husband
she's
jumps out
not here
there.
tonight, so she thinks she's safe.
Oh.
That's why she's all brave now. It's fine.
Oh. Anyhow. Family drama unfolds. But other than that, I had a wonderful time. I'm still editing photos, photography. It's the gift that keeps on giving. hmm Oh,
I'm glad you had a good
love
time. I'm
you.
glad that I almost wonder if like white TSA dude, because people feel awfully emboldened these days, you know what I mean?
hmm
And not only are you black, but you're gay and you're married to a white man. You know what I mean? So
hmm He was
I'm sure
very
that it was
emboldened.
it was
He
I'm
was like
sure that it was a
talking at me
right.
like that.
I'm sure that it was a trifecta that just like offended everything about it. Like
Well,
he just
and
all of his things were offended.
oh, he was. And so then he starts to, so they totally forgot about me. So sassy woman over here starts talking to old dude over here. And
Meh.
he goes, I was just joking.
The
I'm like,
fuck? What? You're gonna hold up the line. You're gonna fuck with everybody's time because you were joking. Go to hell. What the
yeah.
fuck? That is the oh my god. What a fucking bunch of
Because he
bullshit.
kept saying, like, why are you on my balls? And she was like, you don't need to do this. You didn't need to do this. And he
That's
goes,
fucking
I was just joking. And I'm like,
right. Right. Because
okay,
that
I
sounds like a
don't know
joke.
you. I
I
don't
would
know
have
you.
bought it. I would have been like, yeah, that's super funny. The
No, I don't know
fuck?
you. So, like,
No. No.
obviously, hello.
That is absolutely fucking that's such fucking bullshit. He got called out and eh,
hmm And then he
no.
started telling her, like, why are you giving me so much shit? And she was like, you remember you gave me shit earlier today? I'm giving you shit back. And she goes, you treated those people wrong. And she was continuing to give him shit after still got in line to go keep going.
Good.
hmm
Good. And that's
He's
the
like,
like it seems silly and like in that context it's like it's a work context and he was definitely in the wrong, but when it comes to like allyship and things like that. Like that's the kind of shit that we want to see. You know what I mean? Because like you can't like no, you don't just let people get away with things. And for him to
Yeah,
be like, I was just joking. No, fuck
she
you.
could have
You are
easily
not
stood there and been like, "Yes, please get out your pass." I'd be like,
right. No, 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 no. That's a bunch of horseshit. I hate that.
"Yeah."
Oh my god, people piss me off.
So just want you guys to know, I did Google and I went on like the TSA website and
Yeah, that's
I just want you to know that I did file a formal complaint. So
good. Good. Because that's fucking horseshit. And literally, like,
I
nobody
hope he has a nice
has
day.
like nobody like has like separate boarding passes. Like that's not a thing. Like if you have kids, not everybody has their
You could
boarding
tell we were
passes. Like
traveling together.
right. That's not that's fucking stupid. That is the dumbest thing ever. And that's
And to be stereotypical gays, my husband is not effeminate. And so like, hello.
right. It was one of them interracial, you know, gay
We got
marriages.
on
And
his
God
nerves. I knew
forbid.
it. I knew it. We came to
God
Texas and we got
forbid.
on. At least it was only one person that bothered me the whole time.
It's just that
That's it.
because
So
Texas is a
that's what I
smooth
mean by when we say travel safely,
right.
travel safely and together. Because if my
Right.
husband had just like decided to follow the rules, I don't know what this guy would have gone on
Right.
to do. But
On that note, anybody want to come to Toronto with me?
that is too soon for
It's
me.
fine. I'm white and you know basically
I can't
Canadian. So
go across the border lines. I could barely go to Texas. So
it's fine.
I'm sure
I'm
they would be
white.
very friendly to me in Toronto.
I'm white and I'm cis passing, so you know it's fine.
Oh my God, all that privilege. How are you going to carry your luggage?
I have a separate bag. I keep my privilege in my fanny pack, so it's handy. I can pull it out when
Oh,
I need
wow.
it.
I didn't know it fit. I didn't know it fit in there. Wow.
I compact it. I vacuum pack my privilege, put it in my fanny pack so that it's handy. I can just pull it out when I need it.
Wow. Wow. Like, comment, and subscribe, folks. Only one of us can get out.
Oh Lord.
But I didn't let that bother me. I just thought it was hilarious that she stepped out the woodwork and was like,
I love that. I love that. And good for her. Like, not, you know what I mean? Like, because sometimes it can be daunting to.
And yeah, I do have the anxiety. And so, like,
Right.
when he started yelling at me, I'm like,
Nope.
I don't react well. So
Mm.
you better stop yelling at me. Um,
Nope, that's not okay. So my week was a little. I had more
You
stuff
had a
happening.
jam-packed motherfucking week.
I had a whole bunch of stuff. So, uh, the day after our last show, I had the Queer Visitors book club thing, and it
How
was
did that go?
good. And unbeknownst to me, right at the when I signed up for it, I didn't know that the author herself was actually going to be
Oh,
at the book club. Um,
VIP.
um, I think it went well. There
Mhm.
wasn't like a bunch of like there was like 20-ish people I think in the audience, so that was good.
Was
Not a
it
lot of audience
virtual?
participation, which was like okay
What,
because
for a
we
book
opened it up.
club?
Yeah, like we opened it up for like Q&A and you know whatever. Luckily, I had questions
Question, did
that
people
I
actually read the book or were they just watching?
yeah, who the fuck knows? No idea. I'm like, okay, well, at
Oh, I
least
would
I
never
read the
say that.
book and I actually like I was
I
able
would
to
never
like throw
say
some
that.
like Diane Sawyer like questions at her, but then I had some ones that I saved for like Q&A things in case people didn't have like a thing. So it was
Hmm,
whatever. And
that's cool.
then that weekend was Southwest Love Fest, and I was up very early in the morning because I had
Mhm.
to get dressed and get ready and then drive to Mesa Um, I had my first
Honestly.
workshop thing. My first presentation was at 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, hell no.
And I was like, okay, this is transphobic. Um, um, I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna have anybody in my I'm in my presentation. I'm like, I
Oh.
might just be talking to myself. But I actually had a pretty decent turnout. I was kind of surprised. I think I
Mm.
had like maybe 15-ish, 15, 20 people or so for my presentation. And
What
then I
was the
was
first
on
presentation?
the first presentation was it was called Better in Bed, Respecting Trans Bodies, and it was um, when how to respect trans bodies when you're wanting to be intimate with a trans person.
Ooh.
There were some good questions. There was some good discussion. Folks came up to me afterwards. They were like, "This was a really good panel. I'm really, I mean, really good presentation. I'm really glad that you did this." So it was good. I had some good feedback there. And then at 12:30 or noon or something, I was on a panel about dispelling myths about polyamory. Um,
Mm. Oh, like Mythbusters.
Kind of, yeah, and that had a pretty good turnout. That was it was a much bigger turnout, but I expected it to be a much bigger turnout just because the time wasn't, at the ass crack of dawn. Um, so that was good. There was some good discussion there too. So that was good. And then so that was
I
a
feel like we should
Saturday.
do just the tip about that. The
Oh, we could.
Mythbusters.
We totally
Yeah.
could. Um, so that was the Saturday. We basically had the rest of Saturday and Sunday to get situated and get packed and whatever because we left for California Monday morning.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was like it was crazy. And like my partner was still getting things delivered that she was trying to figure out what to wear while we were there. So that was like
Oh.
yeah, it was my stuff was all situated. Um um
Damn.
but it was basically 3 days, 4 days. So we got there on Monday, and so we got
Mhm.
there Monday, and it was like we got there, late afternoon ish, like right around, I think it was right around 4:30 or so, and it was like maybe 70 degrees out. We went to go walk around downtown Disney, and I had to like grab a we actually we actually had to go to Walmart to get a couple things because I didn't have like a normal sweater. All my
What?
stuff
You
was
knew it
like
was gonna be cold.
all my stuff was Disney themed. I didn't think about it. So I had stuff planned for Disney, but I didn't have just like a normal fucking sweater to be able to wear to go. It's fine. So, and I also had to get a pair of jeans because
Why?
so the pair of jeans that I was wearing, I'm actually really sad about this. They were super comfy. They were a pair of Calvin Klein jeans, and a few months ago, I noticed that there was it was getting ripped by the pocket. So I took
Oh.
it to get repaired, and they patched it and whatever. It's fine. And we're walking down, and we didn't even notice this. We're walking down downtown Disney, and uh, my partner goes, "So be careful when you move. You have a hole in your pants by the other pocket." And I'm like, well,
Also
shit.
not the one they just repaired, but the
No,
other
the other
one.
one. And then I think I went to use the restroom, and lo and behold, I also had another hole like right up the seam in the back. And I'm like, fuck. So yeah, I had to replace some jeans and things. That was like fuck.
Wow.
Um so that was, but Tuesday was our first full day at the park. We were at Disneyland on Tuesday. Wednesday we didn't do anything. We didn't go to the park during the day because we had Star Wars night Wednesday night. Thursday we were at California Adventure. Friday we were at Disneyland, and it
Y'all
was
looked cute.
it was so nice. It stayed in like the 70s the entire time we were there. It was fucking glorious. Um,
It was
it
actually
was
nice in Texas too. They warned us if we had stayed another day, it was gonna get to
it get
100.
hot. Yeah, it
I was
was
like,
like
"No,
it
we got
was
that at home."
it was so nice. And like we actually made sure that we had our I had a flannel and D had a
That
like a
didn't
sweater
tear.
thing for our first day. And like normally we were gonna put it in one of the lockers, but we kept it on us because it was getting chilly. So we were like, oh my god, so we had to put the thing on.
Yeah, usually it gets, like,
Wednesday,
warm.
so perfect. Like it was just perfect. And then
Mm.
Wednesday we got up and we decided that we were gonna go and like have, brunch near the beach. So we went down to Seal Beach and we had food, and then we walked on the pier, went and put our toes in the sand for a little bit. I was not wearing a hat, and apparently my head got a little bit sunny because when I got home and started like when I showered and stuff here, it was a
Mhm.
couple days later. But like last night I was like, I think my head is peeling. Which is different.
Oh.
Uh yeah, I haven't had a sunburn on my head yet. Um and then Wednesday night we were at Star Wars night, which was so cool. It was our first like Disney After Dark event because they have like the Oogie Boogie Bash and like they have different things that And at 6 o'clock, if you have the ticket, you can get in early. 8 o'clock, they start kicking all the normal people out.
The
So you can
normies?
only stay in.
Or
Yeah,
normies?
you can only stay in if you have the special credentials, which was super fun. Um, it was so cool. Would
S
totally do it
so that
again.
group photo, that's the amount of people that were there?
No, no, no. That's just the people that like did the parade.
Oh,
They
okay,
do like
okay,
a
okay.
parade, and
Okay,
then we
'cause
do.
I
We
was gonna
happen to
say.
like, yeah, we happened to like jump in kind of at the last like little bit. So we were at the end, so we got to like we were literally like right next to Mickey and Minnie, who we happened to just be dressed like because Minnie
Oh.
is dressed as BB-8, Mickey dressed as R2D2.
What? That's
So we
freaky.
were, yeah,
I
it
just
was
like
it was fun,
dressing like other people. That's rude.
right? We averaged close to like 20,000 steps a day, which for some people, if you're up and about, like that's not a ton. But for me, I sit all day. So 20,000 steps a day is a lot. I didn't die.
How's that
My foot
foot?
stayed on.
Okay.
Um, we actually stayed pretty close to our budget, which was good. We didn't buy like a ton of like random stuff.
Even you?
We got a couple of like souvenirs and things. We like got some pins to be able to trade and do stuff. But I mean,
Mm.
most of what we spent money on was like food because they had like fun food things that we wanted to try and stuff. And so that was like it was good. We Disney bounded all 4 days. I'll explain what that is a little bit later. But we totally need like Disney friends. Also, so while we were there, we kept getting notifications on the app like upgrade to an annual pass, and we're like, annual passes are expensive, we're not going to do that. But then they're like, hey, we're going to apply like the total cost of your trip to the cost of an annual pass.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got suckered into that. We were like, fuck, okay. It's the lowest tier. So like there's, blackout dates and stuff like that. A lot of it is weekends, but it's like I have enough
But you could
PTO. My partner
go.
has plenty of PTO, but we can still go. And if we go for one more like 3-day trip, then it basically pays for
Basically
itself.
pays for itself.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was like
I wonder how that
that
is
was
for families. I should look into that.
you should look into that. Because like it applied the entire cost of our trip to the annual pass. So it's like
I want.
um
Mm, mm.
and then we definitely need more friends to go to like to come with us to the parks because like I said, I can't ride some of the roller coasters and D won't go on some of the other rides with me. So like we need people to come do things. Plus, it's more fun if you go with people. Not that we didn't have fun. We always had fun, but we like doing stuff like that with people. So.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
And then we got back and pretty much like the next day started putting up the new fence and stuff in the backyard for the pigs. Like they have been running amok in the entire yard, and we're like, okay, for their
I'm interested to
safety.
see how this experiment goes because they a little what
They're
is it? Iced
smart.
tea?
They're
Yeah.
smart. So they're getting used to like not being able to be out in the yard, but they kind of have it made over there. Like it's a very large area, and we have their house. There's like they have lots of space to like lounge. They've got their mud pit.
I feel
They're
like
gonna have
right
like
now you have done more for the pigs than you have for the children.
seriously, they're gonna have like 2 pools. We pulled up the turf out front and like
Oh,
um
wow.
put it back there, so they have like all this area. It's great. And also I got all my travel booked for Thrust Fest. My flight and
Oh.
hotel, everything is good to go, so I'm excited for that. Um all right, let's roll into so my tip.
Oh,
It's not, I mean, it's not kind of a tip, but I just wanted to like
no
since
intro, no
I'm
nothing.
oh,
You
I
just
guess we can go ahead. That's fine. So we've
mm.
kind of talked about different like travel tips and stuff before, and but I'm like, we're it's the summer. People are going, they're traveling, they're doing stuff. Summer vacation. A lot of people are going to be going to Disney. So let's talk a couple about like some tips and tricks for enjoying Disney, whether you're on a budget or not, because
Oh,
some people are more on a budget, some
I'm
people
on a
aren't, and it doesn't,
budget side, a negative budget side.
So, one of the things that we like to do, that we discovered a couple years ago, is called Disney bounding. And
Mm,
if you look it up, if you Google it, it's super fun. What it is it's you use normal clothes to sort of allude to a character, or ride, or food, or whatever. Like one of the days we did sort of classic Mickey and Minnie. So I had red shorts, I had a black shirt, a yellow bow tie, yellow shoes, and then like my Mickey ears hat.
mhm.
So you look like Mickey Mouse, right? D
Oh,
had a polka dot dress with a red bow,
so
so
it's like
like these,
minimum.
because well, you're not allowed, adults aren't allowed to wear costumes at Disneyland. So kids can. They will stop you and make you change if you're an
Oh,
adult
because
and you try
then
to wear a costume.
you're kinda diving into their
There's that,
territory.
and they always tell like they always tell kids that if you're lost or whatever, go find like a character or whatever. So
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
want you to look like a character. So
Plus,
you
I don't
wear
wanna be
things that kind
responsible.
of like make like that look like the character, but not really. Like I was Woody the first day, so I had like a yellow tank top. I had a cow print shirt over that. I wore jeans. I had jean shorts planned originally, but then had to switch to jeans because it like was chillier than it was supposed to be. I had a brown baseball cap and like Woody ears. They were really cute. Red bandana. I had
Mm.
brown shoes, and I even had socks that looked like boots.
What?
So there's little things. It's so much fun, and it's like it's just another way to just add to the trip. You know what I mean? And most of the stuff that we found, like most of my stuff, I found on like either Poshmark or Goodwill.
Mm.
So it's like you don't always have to spend a ton of money on that either. Um, So Disney gift cards are actually a great way to help budget for stuff like this. Because
Tell me more.
depending on where you get them, like sometimes Costco or Sam's Club or whatever will have like if you can get
Oh,
like a
like the
$100 gift
multi-pack.
card for right, and get like $100 gift card for like $90 or something, right? So you
Mhm.
figure if you're planning a trip, you can go maybe every payday or something and grab a gift card.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So you're not necessarily trying to spend it all at once, but you can get it in increments, and you can just tuck that aside and then use that. You can use it at the parks. You can use it at like the World of Disney store. Like you can get food, you can buy souvenirs, you can do all sorts of shit with the gift card. And if you a lot of times if you get them at like Fry's or Safeway or things like that, they'll have fuel points.
Mm.
And if you get it at Fry's, it's Kroger. You can go use a Kroger uh, uh, thing in California. So a lot of times, and like we
Oh,
had,
like
they had a
Ross.
thing. They had a thing at Fry's the weekend we left where it was like 4 times the fuel points.
The air is blowing on my
So
shirt.
if you get, say you spend like $500 or whatever on a gift card, you'll get, a good chunk of fuel points, which you can use to put gas in your car before you go. And then when you're filling up to come home, same thing. So you save a few bucks there. So it's a good way to budget, and you can, you'll end up saving a few bucks depending on where you get it.
And you use the gift cards to buy tickets.
I think so. I think you can. I think as long as it's like, I'm pretty sure we actually did that. Because a couple people gave us.
Can somebody verify that?
Because I know you can actually, because someone gave us a couple of Disney gift cards in our honeymoon fund, and we were able to use that to get to go towards, I think, the Star Wars night tickets. So yes. So it's just a little like
my birthday then.
If you are going with kids, or if you're trying to kind of even, stay more within a budget, bring like a cooler bag or like a small cooler, like and you can bring extra snacks. You can bring sandwiches and stuff like that.
Oh, they let you.
They let you. I would recommend, so you're not dragging the stupid thing around with you all over the place. If you rent a large locker is $15 a day, which is not bad. And you can put your cooler bag in there, and then go and grab
food
as you need it, right. That way you don't have to spend a ton on food if you don't want to. Even the smaller lockers, which are $7 a day, can hold, a backpack. So if you have like a cooler backpack kind of thing, you'd be able to put that in there, and so that'll help you, stay within a budget, especially if you have kids and things, like it'll help keep you within a little bit of a budget. Not all the food at Disneyland is crazy expensive. There are some things that are maybe $10 or so. You can get things like hot dogs and corn dogs and, things that aren't crazy. And we were able to share a lot of stuff because the portions were actually pretty good size. And there's water stations all over
everywhere.
Yeah. So you can, if you bring a water bottle, any place will give you a cup of ice. If you want a cup of ice, they'll give you a cup of ice. You can put the cup of ice in your water bottle and then just fill it up as you go. So,
And I think the cups, if you buy a soda, especially if you buy a souvenir cup, I think they're refillable. Or it used to be that way.
The sippers, I think, are, but you have to spend like $30 on the sipper.
No, but a standard people cup in my family. There's no way that's happening.
Oh, right. So,
you lose your cup, you don't get to drink.
Right. We found that the lightning lane passes weren't necessarily all that worth it unless you ride like all the rides that are available. Which
say that again.
So the lightning lane is like where you get to kind of bypass some of the, you know what I mean? But first of all, they don't have all the rides on the lightning lane. And if you don't ride all the rides that are available, then it's like, why do you have this? You know what I mean? Like if you're only going to use it, because the bigger rides like Rise of the Resistance and Radiator Springs, they require you to actually purchase an additional pass. So if you have the lightning lane, you still have to spend like $30 on another fucking lightning lane to be able to use the lightning lane for those. So it's like,
Oh, why?
So that's just the way it is. So like really it's more like just sort of keep an eye on the wait times and then just hop on when things are lower, which lines are inevitable. It's just what it is. Plan accordingly. Like if you've got little ones with you, or if you know that, you're about to get hangry or whatever, grab a snack before you get in line. There's trash cans all along the lines. Like they have trash cans like every
They
10
know.
feet at the lines. Like they,
Mhm.
you know, and don't be a dick. Like lines are inevitable.
Oh,
They're
did you
gonna
encounter
fucking
this?
happen.
I
I'm
always
just,
encounter this when I go to
right.
Disneyland, is people are like, "Oh my god, the line is so long. I've been here for so long." And I'm like
It's like, yes, you know this. This is a thing. This is what it like this is
I'm
what it
like, "The
is.
ticket
Like
only gets you so far, girl. We're all in this."
like just suck it up. Like if you don't want to stand in line, go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like this is
Also,
the
if you
lines
have
like
health concerns, do budget for the, what is it? The wheelchair or the,
scooter
cart. The yeah, scooter,
thing. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Like it is what it is. Like just accept the fact that there is going to be lines. Like that's what it is. If you're not like super concerned about watching the fireworks, or like if you watch the fireworks one night, but then like if you're there multiple nights, you're not there, go ride rides during the fireworks and like Phantasma and stuff, because the wait times are usually shorter because
'Cause
everybody's watching the
everybody runs to
fireworks.
Main
Right.
Street.
Everybody's watching the fireworks, everybody's watching Phantasma, everybody's doing the thing. So just go
And it's
then.
about, like, an hour show depending on the night.
Hmm. So it's a lot. Is I mean, the lines are quite a bit shorter at that point. So do that. Um, I recommend going with friends. Friends mean no one has to ride alone. Food can be shared. Hotels can be split.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
um, most hotels in the area around the parks have shuttles that run throughout the day, so you can save on parking if you go that route. Ours had one that ran most of the day. There was a space in like the middle of the day where they didn't run, but then they ran until after that they ran until close. So, you know.
The last
Um
time I was there, I had a hotel that was across the way, but, we caught, like, this bus.
they don't have that bus anymore.
What happened?
They stopped it. I don't know why. But I know what
That's
you're talking
rude.
about. The first time we went they had that, but they stopped it. It's
That's
dumb.
rude. It was
I
a
know.
couple years ago.
I know. If you do decide to park in like the parking structures and stuff, the parking structures actually have in and out privileges. So if you need to take a break, you need to go back to the hotel, you need to whatever, you can leave and come back and not have to pay again. You just have to go back to the same parking garage.
Yeah, don't
So
be
like if
trying
you're in
to be
Mickey and
like, "I was over
Friends,
there."
right? If you're in Mickey and Friends, then you have to go back to Mickey and Friends. If you're in Toy Story or Pixar, then you have to go back to that one. So you just have to, you
Als
know,
Also, my thing is if you do get the hotel that's close enough that you can walk to the park, I would recommend that.
there's that
'Cause
too. If you are close enough and you can do it, you can walk. Um, Ours was like over a hill, and it was like I don't feel like
oh,
walking over
no.
that. Like it was close, but I'm like, meh. We did Uber back like after Star Wars, but it was like a $10 Uber,
Mhm.
so like it was cheap. You know what I mean? So, um, and you know, if you want to like go the route where you have like different ears or like lounge fly bags, whatever that match your outfit or your character or whatever, um I highly recommend looking on Etsy for ears. They're
Oh,
usually more affordable, and you can find pretty much any character. And they're actually a lot of them are cuter than what you can find at the parks. Like my Woody ears were way cuter than the Woody ears that we saw at the parks. Way cuter.
mm,
And they're a little bit. Sometimes they're more customizable. If you find them on Etsy and things, you can reach out to the maker and tweak or whatever. But like, there's nothing Bo Peep at the parks like at all. So there wasn't any way I was
why?
going to be able to find. I don't fucking know. We
They
were
made
wondering
her
that
like a
too.
main character,
I know,
and
and there's like nothing Bo Peep, which is stupid. So I got the Bo Peep ears off of Etsy to go with that bound. And then for lounge play stuff, look on the resale apps like Poshmark or Depop or things like that. Depending on the bag and the seller, you can find usually something that you're looking for within your budget. Like all of our stuff
mhm.
comes from like secondhand, like reselling, whatever. I think we've only bought like new Loungefly bags maybe once, maybe twice, and that's because it was on clearance. Um,
Interesting.
But you can find like, ears and other accessories and stuff like that on those sites too. So like so there's ways to be able to go and do these things, and and have fun and Disney bound, or do the character thing, whatever. Like there's all sorts of things that you can do to save a few bucks here and there. And if you don't care about saving a few bucks, great, doesn't fucking matter, do whatever. But there's still ways that you can.
If you're that friend that doesn't care how much money you spend, I have a family of 5,
Mm,
um, that's looking to go to Disneyland. I hear it
my
at
God.
least once a
we
week.
we're like we're sitting there looking like at these families walking around with like, some of them had tiny babies, and I'm like,
They
ugh.
get in free.
I know, but then what are you gonna do with this potato that can't do shit? Now you have to like
I'm
hand it
sharing.
off. All right, your turn to ride a ride. Here, hold the
Mhm,
potato. No, then you end up riding
mhm.
rides by yourself and like juggling. There was like one family that had like, I don't know, 6 kids or something, and I'm like, and they were all too little to basically do anything, and I'm like,
Oh, I think that's what
ugh.
I'm afraid of. I wanna wait until they get
I think
I
40
want
inches, 40 inches,
I
I
want the
think is the
core
minimum for
memory.
most things.
I
And
want
I'm like,
core
you're
memory.
bringing these babies and shit. What the hell are they going to do? They're not going to remember anything. Nothing. They will remember nothing.
I hear
And
that
you get
all
to
the time.
remember how you got to take turns holding the baby while one person went on a ride by themselves. I'm like, nah.
Or they go with other family members. I have seen that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No. Or just leave the fucking kids at home. That's,
That was uh, I do love my children, but it was time for yeah, for us to have time by ourselves. It
I'm
was
like,
very nice. I got to
I
sleep
I I was saying how
in.
I really wanted to like, I want to do like a photo set of like families going into the park and then families leaving the park, because the parents always looked worse than the kids when they're coming, because the kids were just passed out. Like the parents always looked like they wanted to shoot themselves.
Because you know
The-
why? The kids wanna go on everything, and if you can't afford it, then, "Why can't I go on there? Oh my god, why can't I go on there? Oh, I saw
right.
Mickey. Can I go back and see Mickey? When are we gonna see
The
Minnie
kids are
again?"
throwing tantrums, they're tired,
Yeah,
they're over it, and, like, the families, like, there was one family that passed us, like, they were on their way out, and I was like, "Oh, y'all are just done, so done," and, like, the
but I
parents just
would I
ugh.
as a person that has gone, as, like I wasn't a counselor, but, um, somebody that has taken care of kids and taken them there, um, I would say, like, if you can, split the day,
Mm,
because kids handle things a lot differently, like in small chunks. And
yes.
sometimes, like you can tell they're overwhelmed. They're happy, but they're overwhelmed and they start to get like, I don't know what to call it, like annoyed
Well,
almost.
Jesus
And it
Christ, half
just,
of them are, like, completely overstimulated within 5 minutes of getting into the parks, like, they're just
yeah,
like,
colors and
"Ugh."
oh my God, everything sounds like the Disney movie. And
Right,
oh
like,
my God.
there's just so much, and there's so many people and all the things, and it was like,
So if you have the time and can, I've seen families like rotate stations basically
right,
so that not everybody's in the same spot, and that has been kinda helpful, but, when we took a group of kids, it was easier to, like, be like, "Okay, we're gonna spend, like, 2 or 3 hours doing X, Y, and Z, and then, back off the park for a minute," 'cause
right.
you could tell their minds are like, "What? Whoa, what?"
This is why,
So
like, having the in and out privileges with the parking is kinda handy, because then you can do something, go to the parks for a while,
and
you
there's a
can
lot
leave,
of
you can
mom
go
and
back,
pop
you can take a
restaurants
nap
over
for an
there.
hour.
Yeah, there's a
Like,
lot of mom and pop
we
restaurants
did
over
that
there.
on Tuesday, Tuesday. We, like, left for a little bit, took a nap for an hour, went back to the parks.
I would say even if you go with full-on adults, sometimes you're like, "Hey, I need to go back to the room."
Right. It's fine to take a break. It's fine to like know your limits. Like
Mhm.
you don't have to power through. Like it's still gonna be there if you
Especially if you
leave
got,
for
like,
an hour or
multiple day
so.
tickets. This is what I
Right.
don't understand. The people that go, like, multiple days and then try to get through the whole park in, like, a day, you're like,
Yeah.
"No,
Like we
no."
didn't go till like noonish on Thursday. We slept in a little bit after Star Wars night, then got up and went because we're like, we literally have hours. So plus it was California Adventure, and California Adventure doesn't have as much as like Disneyland. So we're like, we're fine.
But I'm like, "No. If we're gonna be here multiple days, we're gonna, like, take our time. We're not
Yeah. Yeah.
booking it through the park." No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love that. I'm gonna have to look into saving up on the little Disneyland things and then be like, "Family members, hey,
Right.
we're saving up for Disney."
You should just be like, hey, just you can get us,
I
Disney
think
gift cards for like
they have
Christmas,
virtual ones
birthdays,
too. Mm,
you know. Like,
keep those. Love that.
mhm.
Anyway, and uh, so we both experienced great weather while we were gone. And then
Oh my god, we drove back. It was gross. We left when we left on Saturday morning. It was like in the 70s. It was beautiful, and then within like a couple hours, it was like
you
we
could
got
just feel the
into
creep on you.
the it's awful. So mad. We got out of the car in Palm Springs, and we were like, "Fuck this."
Um,
So mad.
I don't know what's going on, but in the airport, it was hot
Ugh.
in Texas and in Phoenix. Because we were getting on the plane and it was hot, like inside. And I was like, it's cool outside. Why is it
That
hot
would that is
inside?
like my there have been times when I've flown on airplanes and the AC wasn't working. That is the quickest way to make me completely sick. I will end up throwing up all over the place. I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Can't do it. I will like ugh, yeah, it is
Yeah, the plane definitely, well, flying back and on the way there was full each time.
ugh.
This is why I fly really early because nobody is on these planes.
Right.
Last time I like
I'm
flew
hoping
at
that
like
my flight to Toronto
4:30.
is like I'm hoping that my flight to Toronto is fairly like empty because it's like on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we flew back on a
Nobody's
Friday.
flying to Toronto on a Tuesday.
Don't fly back on Fridays.
No.
I know better, but I did not book my flight, so I can't complain. So anyway, let's get into the news. Do we have time for that? What? How long
Yeah,
are we
go
doing?
ahead. We're only a few minutes over.
Well, I hope I don't get like a stop or a cease and desist letter from the TSA because they are in this episode. You're welcome.
Oh well.
The TSA confirms that officers can rip this item from carry on bags, even though they aren't banned, and that you can stand in line with your partner and have their ticket on your phone. But what is the item that you think that this is? Um, believe it or not, people are carrying around PVC pipe in their carry ons. I
What
don't
the
know
fuck?
why. Just as long as you don't bring like your power tools and stuff, but like I don't understand. Plus, I lived in the era of 9/11 and that sounds kind of bomby.
That's like okay. People are fucking stupid.
Yeah, so it should be on the ban list to me. But
It
hey,
will be because someone's gonna get mad at somebody and they're gonna pull the fucking PVC pipe out of their bag and then they're gonna beat someone
beat
over
the
the head
shit
with
out
it, and then it'll go on the ban list.
damn. Damn. Anyhow, I couldn't believe that. I thought it was a fake headline, and then it, like, you know how, like, you Google stuff and then you're like, "Oh, that's fake,"
Right.
because it doesn't show up anywhere else.
Right.
Oh, no, it just kept showing up everywhere, and I was like, "Come on. Come on." Okay, well, we wanna undo the system, and education is failing. Guys. This is kind of not good. A teenager dies after being reunited with his parents who were previously detained or kidnapped by ICE. It's such a sad
It's I read about this. This is awful.
thing that we have gotten to the point where we are not even considering people human beings.
Nope.
That somebody was on their like deathbed that we didn't think like, you know, mm, this is crazy. Maybe we should put the family back.
We don't give a fuck. We don't care. Why the hell would we care?
That is crazy to me. So crazy to me. So sad. So sad too. Um Whew. That was it was like, what the okay.
Yeah. I ugh.
These people are going through it. The gay couple where the husband was detained by ICE, excuse me, kidnapped by ICE, um, got reunited with his husband after 100 and something days. Um, they're gonna have to. I know they're gonna have to do some work with each other because after the first couple days, then you don't know what he's experienced since he's been there, right?
Right.
Like it's crazy. Um, so the New York City mayor has made news multiple times since being in office. How do you say his last name? Mamdani? Mamdani? Or-
Mamdani.
Yeah. Um, Announced that the city has cut 12 billion, the $12 billion budget deficit to zero.
Hmm.
Now, here we
Hmm.
are. Somebody promised us that they would cut down our $1 trillion deficit, but we are spending billions a day on a war. Just want you put that in perspective. He did it in how long has he been in office?
What, less than a year?
Yeah. But here we go. We're
Can he
about to
run for
go.
president? Are we
He
there
doesn't
yet?
want to, he says.
I don't
I
think he'd
wonder
win
if
right
he's
now
just
anyway.
but I wonder if he's just saying that because he doesn't want the spotlight on that while he's being,
Right. Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, no, 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 we're not doing that. I'm being a mayor right now. Let's focus on being a mayor and that. But I would love give him a couple years, maybe.
Because
If he,
I think I would vote for him. I'd be about that.
especially if he's doing stuff like this. I'm waiting to
Right.
see what else he does. If he says,
Right.
I brought universal health care to New York City, I'm going to be like, okay, what? We need to move to New York. And how do we get this nationwide? What's going on?
Right.
Yeah. So, also the charades of people defending this person, the dump truck. Uh, I still don't understand, especially the latest that has come out on his social media. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And putting himself on $100 bills, baby. I don't know. No. Those people that are on the bills right now barely earned it. So I don't
Right.
think that
I mean,
you
he kind of fits with the, the
Hmm.
slave owners and things. Why not have, the worst fucking president in history?
He's the best. The best. They say I'm the
Right.
best. The best. Yeah, not at all.
Mhm.
Sad news. Jason Collins, the NBA's first openly gay player, died this week at 47 of a brain tumor.
Oh,
I
jeez.
believe like 8 months ago. I feel like that was, yeah, I think it was 8 months ago. He found out. Um, Came on pretty severely, and now he's gone. I will say that um, he played a big part in part of that, like, like, uh, mm, I want to say like the millennial coming out stories,
Right.
because there were so many people that were, especially when I was a kid, like, you can't be gay and playing basketball, and you're like, mm? And so, especially in the Black community, that's a heavy, that's a heavy stride to carry. Though he did come out at the end of his career, or toward the end of his career. So, but still, made great strides even up until recently. So, um, whew, crazy to think. And I found out, sorry, I ran out of water. Um, the number that he had was 98. I believe that was the number he had. And he did that um, in honor of Matthew Shepard. Did you know that?
I did that. I remember reading somewhere. Yes.
I was like, oh my God, I did not even know that. Because at first he had like some other number that he didn't want, but then he switched it to 98.
Mhm.
And that was his number as he traveled through teams. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so he still continued on doing work even after his basketball career. So, yeah, crazy. I don't wish death on people, but wish that it could have been someone else.
Right. I know the little grabby machine thing is missing all the people that it needs to be grabbing.
It's
Fucking Grim
sad.
Reaper's like, fuck, damn it, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah. So, but that's so crazy. In lighter news, disco superstar Martha Wash, or I thought it was Walsh.
I think they're
Hmm,
different people.
they are. Will be honored at the Harvey Milk LGBTQ plus Democratic Club's 50th anniversary gala
Hmm.
on May 22nd. And I think she's always been, you know, our sassy
Mhm.
diva, um, fighting the fight with us. Um, there are so many people out there that probably deserve awards like this. We should be just rooting for them and doing what we need from whatever they need from our
Right.
side. Because, yeah. Um, this is no surprise, but GLAD warns that the internet has become a dangerous place for LGBTQ plus QIA plus people. Um, I will say that the example of this is that I've been experiencing this
I feel like that's sort of like a
for like three
duh. Like I feel
years.
like I don't like
Well,
Captain
especially since we're
Obvious. So that like
storytellers, I think that we get the brunt of it.
mm,
Where I have seen it recently is that we did that episode about redrawing the districts. And boy, oh boy, do people not understand
Why make
Or
this
they
about race? Because it is about race. Go
yeah,
away.
I started hiding the comments because I was like,
I'm like, "Are you
"Okay, I'm not gonna
kidding?"
even fight you because I know that you see things
Like,
not."
you have to pick your battles because you know that the people that
Yeah,
are
I could've
saying that
spent
are
all night on
never
those things because I was
they
like,
will never
"Okay."
admit it. They will never see it. It'll, you're being racist because you're discriminating against white
And
people.
one was like, "Well, why do we have to do everything to for the blacks or something?" And I was like, "Just for this statement alone right here."
Right. Right. And you are exhibit A. This is why.
I'm like, "Okay,
Uh,
should I screenshot what you just said so that I can just put it in the comment?" Or I don't know.
right.
So be careful out there. Don't stop being you. I feel like I'm saying this, excuse me, as long as we can, we still need to be who we are. Um, because I think the thing that they do is they threaten us, they trash talk us, they say you don't matter because they want you to shrink, right? And they want you to they basically don't want us to exist, right?
Right.
So I'm just like, last
If they can
time,
scare us back into the closet, that's good enough for them.
yeah, and last time they almost like I just shut down, like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Right.
It was a minute for me. But this time I feel like, okay, I can't have you keep telling me that I can't when I know that I'm just fine. And I was just
Right.
fine before you got here.
Right.
So just go about your business. I don't say anything about your truck, that you're paying more gas money than I am. You
They
know,
don't they don't they don't care. They don't like facts. They don't care. They won't listen. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you show them. They don't care. They will explain everything away every time. Every
mhm.
time.
So yeah, saving my energy on that and starting to see at least locally some of the people that are running for like midterm things.
Yeah.
You all do your research. Don't depend on AI to do the research. Please. I'm saying that because, well, and it says it on everything, AI can make mistakes. So go if you know somebody's running for town council and you keep seeing their picture around and you're like, I'm going to vote for that person. Before you say, I'm going to vote for that person,
Go check
figure
them
out why.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, because
go
last
check
year I
them
was like,
out.
oh, there's a black guy on the little town council. What did I find out?
Mm,
He's like the president of Blacks for Donald Trump or something. And I'm like,
ugh.
ooh. And he's like the president of the Republican or the Black Republican Party. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
okay, nope.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
No, thank you. So, yeah. So, let's see. Be safe out there because there are a lot of air quality warnings. The National Weather Service and environmental officials have issued air quality alerts urging residents in Texas, Colorado, and Arizona to limit driving and reduce outdoor activities.
So basically, don't go anywhere. Just stay in your house.
Also,
I,
don't let them enforce the dummy law. Stay off the hiking trails.
that man, idiots. It's getting that time of year where people are going to be like, "Oh,
You
let's
find
go
out who the
hike fucking
smart people are.
Camelback at 110 with no water and my children."
Yeah, we find out who the smart people are. Don't be those people. Okay.
Stupid.
Yikes.
So stupid.
Um, I want to say her last name is LaDoja.
I think
Grace
that's correct.
LaDoja. Uh, makes history as the first African woman to design her own shoe at Nike. Um, this is great. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the shoe, maybe because I don't know the whole story. I feel like sometimes I'm okay with the art if I know the whole story, but I don't know if it's up to me to like decide that. But I think it's wonderful. Um,
I mean, I don't necessarily have to
buy it.
like it. Like, good for you. I don't have to like it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this shoe. Good for you. That's what I felt like. I was like, oh, this is like when my kids
no,
bring art home sometimes. I'm like, oh,
no. I'm looking at it now. It's. I mean,
yeah,
I guess the
very
colors are
African
very
inspired.
yes. The shoe itself is hideous.
Yeah.
But
I was like, good
okay.
for you.
Why are there like 15 shoelaces?
I don't know. I really have to find the story. And in the stuff I read, I did not find the story because I'm definitely one to be like, oh, the art. But if you tell me the story behind it, I will.
Like like the colors and stuff are definitely like very African inspired. I could totally see that. Um
But I
like
just wanted
I
to know why all of them are like so intertwined
like I
and
get that. I just don't
like I feel like that's like a hiking shoe, maybe. I don't know.
I the 17 fucking shoelaces would drive me nuts.
Like I said,
Like
I'm not hating on her art. Please do not
like
take it
the
as
I
that.
know why they're like the you know the red, the white, the green. I get
Correct.
that. You know the
But I wonder,
orange, the black. Like
why is
I
there
understand. Like
laces? Why
yeah,
aren't they like interwoven or
I don't know. The 47 laces, I
functioning?
couldn't do it. I couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
I need to know what the function is. Like,
And they're all three of them are different textures. It
mhm,
looks like.
mhm. So I would love to know more of the story. Maybe it's on her Instagram, but
I'm looking. You can keep going.
oh,
I'm trying to
you're
see
on her
that. Okay.
Instagram? Mm.
I'm not
Uh,
on the Instagram on something else, but
uh, she posted on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, cool."
oh, so what it is it's based on a Lagos, which is Nigeria. It's a
Mhm.
homecoming festival. So she
Tell me more.
actually she actually started the festival in 2017, and I guess it's evolved into one of Lagos's most important cultural gatherings, bridging music, fashion,
Um,
sport, and art while creating a space for reconnection between Africa and its global uh, diaspora. So it let's see here. The Homecoming Nike Air Max Plus collection, two-pair release weaving intricate storytelling rooted in African pride. Late 90s silhouette gets a complete makeover in this collaboration. The sneaker's signature veins have been lifted to create a more
oh,
sculptural overlay that sits above the upper rather than being embedded within it. Beneath it, the standard mesh base is replaced with a textured, almost reptilian material, giving the shoe a tactile snakeskin-like finish that amplifies its already aggressive stance.
huh.
The lacing system, swapping conventional strings for thick rope style laces that crisscross the upper.
That
Laces are
sounds
donned
so
in red and
confusing.
green, colors that honor the spirit of Pan Africanism. They've got lace charms. One is shaped in the outline of the African continent, and one is honoring the Homecoming Festival. Interesting.
Interesting.
So the first pair leans
Okay.
into the Pan African palette, which is anchored in black with hints of red and green, an explicit nod to themes of unity, identity, and cultural pride that sit at the heart of the festival. The second pair takes a more expressive route, drenching the silhouette in a vivid safety orange gradient that mirrors the energy and intensity of Lagos itself.
Interesting. So
So
I
there you go.
appreciate the art.
I would
She's
not wear
mine.
them myself, but then I wouldn't for multiple
Also,
reasons. I would
I
not wear
cannot
them.
tie my shoes with the 2 laces that I have.
Right, adding 3, I'm like, I don't they're
I would
Velcro.
be very like, "What am I doing?" You'd be like, "Your shoe's untied." "N Okay."
I'd be like, "It's on purpose. It's a trend."
I'm very on trend. Leave me alone. It's in style these days. Oh, speaking of in style and these days, what are we doing? Oh, tomorrow I will be at Drink Me Tea Room for Alice in Wonderland Part 2. Drag bingo. Um, Join me at 5:30 and we start playing at 6. If you don't have tickets, get them at drinkmetrum.com.
And then rolling into June, June 6th and
Is it June
7th.
already?
We're almost there. Drag Story Hour Arizona will be at Fan Fusion both Saturday and Sunday at noon. I will be there Saturday, and then both Felicia and I will be there on Sunday. So that'll be fun. One day is more like fairy tale, fantasy
Very
themed, and then Sunday is more like sci-fi stuff like that. So that'll be fun. On the let me swap this a
14th?
little bit. It's actually no. It's
Oh.
actually the
Oh,
21st.
oops. I
On June
forgot about that.
21st, both Felicia and I will be at Brick Road Coffee doing Drag Story Hour. It happens to be Father's Day. So, you know, if you want something that you can do and come out and get some coffee, whatever,
Oh, I
bring your
forgot.
little ones out to Father's Day, Drag Story Hour, Brick Road Coffee. On the
Mhm,
20th, so the day before, we got to swap these two. I'll be
mhm.
doing a Pride Trivia with Drag Story Hour Arizona at the Brick Road Coffee Mesa. So not the one in Tempe, but in Mesa at 5 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on July 10th, we will be at um, Phoenix Cat Cafe for drag bingo and cats. And this is to celebrate Freddie Prince Charming's birthday, which is
And
a
it's
week
like right
later.
before I leave for
Oh,
Thrust
do you want
Fest.
Disney passes or gift cards, or do you want
Ooh.
um, travel money?
Yes. Why not both? Why do I have to choose?
Uh, Why are you making me choose one? And then dun,
um
dun,
I
dun.
will be in Toronto for Thrust Fest, which is the weekend of July 24th. So Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. It's full of kings. It's going to be amazing. I'm performing on night 1. I do not know when exactly,
Oh,
but I'm performing on the first night. So no pressure.
at all
None. But
whatsoever.
that'll be fun. I'm excited for it. It'll be something. And while I'm
Mhm.
there, I'm going to be sending in all my paperwork for my Canadian passport. So that'll be something to look forward to. That's why I'm actually going a little bit early so I have time to run around and like do all that. So
Fun. Fun,
mm.
fun, fun. And then we don't have a flyer for this yet. Maybe I should make it because
I mean, it's not for a
um
few months, so we
yeah,
have time.
it'll be here before you know it.
Mm.
Last whatever. September 3rd. For those that have been asking and asking and asking, sex trivia night at Gracie's Tax Bar is gonna be on September 3rd. At 8 p.m. is when we start the signups, and then 8:30 we start. Sensing a theme here, we start, and then 30 minutes later, you're like, "Oh, cool, minute." And we usually play 2 rounds, so um, sometimes people stick around because the first game is not like the second game, and usually
Right.
it's very entertaining for Freddie and I because usually people have drank since 8 o'clock. We
Mhm.
get to the round about like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they're like, "Yeah, I know all of this." And you're like, "Okay, cool. So you should win, right?" No, they don't. But it's entertaining for us. Love it. Also, don't forget that you can book us for parties, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras,
Circumcisions, funerals. We
um,
put the fun in funeral.
wow,
Divorces, you name it.
yeah, yeah, court hearings. I can't be a witness though. Don't, no, no perjury. I can't do that. Not doing that. But yeah, book us, book us, book us, book us. As Freddie usually says, he's not booked anywhere, but the weekend kind of told on itself. That was
I'm actually booked quite a bit in the next like month or so, which is
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, look out for that and check out our Patreon for upcoming stuff. I did talk about the TSA thing. I had to put that down on the I was like, I gotta talk about this real quick. I posted that like almost immediately when I got back because I was like, fuck them people.
Right.
So yes. Um, be safe out there. Travel in pairs, travel with friends. And we will see you for your Wednesday night conversation next week.
Good
Good
night.
night.